anyway, basically, on like, going almost 50 some years back, he was basically some of the first superheroes. 50 or going 50, 60 years back. Obviously, I'd say he's got the same powers as Origin, as Toxogen, but his powers have basically become almost non-existent, if that makes sense. He still shows massive amounts of strength and obviously extended lifetime. That's why he doesn't look as old as he is. But
Yeah,
basically, yeah, his DNA started to slowly degrade, and with his powers, basically what I'm saying is he actually is the original Toxogen. So and when he needed to, that when some of the heroes needed him to come back to train the newer generation of heroes, he actually came back as Origin,
yeah,
and obviously he was one of the first generation superheroes. So he's basically almost to about 90 to 100 years old. Because obviously his powers are almost the same as Toxogen's, but with Toxogen's powers, he inherited them from obviously his father, and his son's only 20 years old.
yeah.
And obviously that's why Toxogen is way more powerful than his father, because obviously his father's had right. What makes Origin still dangerous is that he still can manipulate, gas and stuff. It's just that it's not as potent, and obviously the reason he's not as powerful is because he's focusing his power on his age as well. So the reason he's lived that long is because he slowly did slowly age himself with his powers as well. And obviously, basically his eye. The reason his eyes are green is because it represents that his body is almost completely consumed by his power, and then once he's almost completely reached his a lifespan, his skin will start turning green,
Yeah.
and then after he reaches probably, I don't know, 140 to 150, he will die of natural causes. His power will obviously die with him, because it doesn't because basically in our universe is that their power is cellular level, and cells cannot keep like infinitely reproducing. So he will probably live to 150 if obviously he keeps himself from fighting crime and stuff. But he does is basically in retirement, and I'd say he's got at least 80 years left of retirement left. So obviously, yeah, he thought that, like, you know what, I'll come out of retirement and obviously help the new generation get better at what, you know what I mean. And that's basically Origin. He's basically the original Toxogen. And
Right.
obviously they're both from Australia, and stuff like that. So yeah, that's Origin. Or should I? Well, technically, it is he was the original Toxogen, and then obviously he renamed his persona as Origin, because obviously he's original.
Okay.